You know, 70% of the people that you interact with will see your next post in their feed. 70%. Tested it. It's like guaranteed placement. And that's just one of 30 LinkedIn truths that'll completely change how you think about this platform. Get your pen out and let's get going. You know, I'm on this platform 5 years now. I've seen so many truths and myths come and go, so much bullshit that a lot of people talk about. And I really want to give you like 30 truths that are true right now. They come from our insights from Continent. They come from the big sources, Justin Welch, Richard van der Bloem, from our users, from my experience. Each of them could transform your LinkedIn game, and some of them you will have never heard of. Let's go. Let's get started with a couple of algorithm shockers, shall we? 41% of founders share backwards. You're posting about features, but people engage with failures. Your bugs get 3 times the engagement of your launches. I tested it. We broke everything this week was shite. Post outperformed their biggest feature announcements by 300%. Recent discovery, creative posts get 50% less reach compared to boring formats. We have one format that we keep repeating every week and it outperforms all other posts every week. It especially outperforms creative posts, posts that I personally really like, where I feel like, oh, I've done something great, I've done something extraordinary. It never really works. I still try it, but if you find a banger, keep banging it. This is still a secret weapon on LinkedIn. Some weeks my comments get 10 times the impressions of my posts. It's a growth hack ready for you in plain sight. Use some good analytics, like the one we have in Continent, find the right profiles, and comment strategically with high quality. You'll be golden. Secret hack unlocked right there. We covered this. DM somebody, comment on their post, view their profile just before your next post, and the algorithm is 70% more likely to show your content to that person. That's an insight from my mate Sabahuddin, and he discovered it through a lot of testing and made it part of his core strategy. Especially useful if you're currently nurturing a couple of leads. Personally, I use it and comment on strategic influencers. As a founder, everything that you do is content. Every decision that you take, every problem that you solve, your daily dilemmas are viral posts in the making. So kind of like stop creating, start documenting, and just learn how to wrap everyday occurrences in good storytelling. Couple of things that I really look forward to abolishing finally. First one, hashtags are spam signals. Actually, algorithm insight from Richard van der Bloem. Posts with 3 to 5 hashtags get 29% less reach than 0 hashtag posts. Hashtags are basically a spam signal now. LinkedIn confirmed this, so, just ignore them. No hashtags. Forget them. The first 5 minutes matter. The first 30 minutes matter. The first hour matter. The first 2 hours matter. And the first 8 hours matter. But really crucial, the first 5 minutes. Be present when your post goes live. Comment before. Comment directly when the post goes live. And make sure you reply to those first couple of comments if you really want to boost your reach. So Richard, again, in his algorithm insight says single link, 68% reach death. If you have 3 links or more, algorithm thinks it's a resource and will promote it. It's kind of weird. Honestly, if your post is good and if it gets engagement, links don't fucking matter, right? So this is a general guideline. I'm sure it's true. But if you have great content that people interact with, it doesn't matter if you have a link or not. If you want to be sure, add the link in your first comment. Your feed breaks at 1,000 connections. What I mean by this is my feed is a complete mess. I never find anything. Strategic commenting is basically impossible. You need lists to keep track of this and to not get sucked into the dark hole of LinkedIn just to do those 5 comments. I am so glad that this is finally official. Scheduling does not affect your reach at all. Posting and ghosting does, that's a fact. But scheduling does not. If you want to kick your reach, if you want to give it a boost, show up before and just after you've published, engage, leave a couple of comments, but scheduling, no effect whatsoever. Okay, here are a few quick ones for your profile. Consider the first 2 lines or the first 3 lines of your about text your about text. What I mean by this is most people never read anything else but the first 3 lines, so make sure they convey everything that you want to say. Along those lines, 30% bounce at the header. They see your face, your banner image, your headline. That's it. Obsess on them and make sure they convey the message you want to send out. If you are still pondering between posting with your company page and posting with your profile page, this is the answer. Just don't use your company page. Just don't. This should be obvious by now, but just get one professional picture of your face for the LinkedIn profile. Make sure you fill up about 70% of this little round icon with your face. Ideally, smile. Some hard-learned insights on content. Document your mess. Support tickets, customer complaints, failed experiments. Your problems are the content. Every mess is actually a message. Super hack number 16, repurpose your stuff. Whatever you posted 8 weeks ago, pick your golden ones, pick your highlights, repurpose them. Change the hook slightly, change the content slightly, and just post them again. With this strategy, at some point, you can basically just repurpose and you don't have to write any more new content. Just repurpose the stuff that worked. Still recommend to throw in a couple of new ones here and there because you want to keep it fresh and you want to find new things that'll work for you. But besides that, power hack right here. Founders do not need to go viral. Let's repeat together. Founders do not need to go viral with their content. You need customers, not vanity metrics. 100 qualified prospects, 100 people that genuinely engage with your content beat 10,000 random views every time. And with all the algo changes that LinkedIn has gone through in this year, it actually benefited that goal. All of the changes indicate one thing: quality of interaction over quantity. And yeah, if you haven't heard that bell ringing yet, personal stories get 280% more engagement. So a golden post format that always works is something about yourself. For my case, my marathon training, for example. Be personal, be yourself, show some behind the scenes, use a good picture, don't overcomplicate it, and just get it out there. Work you once. This, by the way, is mind-blowing. We have over 1 billion users globally on LinkedIn, but still to this day, only 1% of those post once or more per week. So just by posting once a week, you're outperforming 99% of people on the platform. I know it looks different when you look at your feed, but this is a fact. Post 3 times and you're probably in the 0.1 percentile of winners here. Big myth busting here. If you think your account is too small to be successful on LinkedIn because you have less than 1,000 connections, here's the hard truth. LinkedIn actually benefits those accounts and gives them higher reach. Forget about your followers. The algorithm rewards quality, consistency, and real authentic engagement. Focus on that. Ignore everything else. A hidden signal for the algorithm are connection requests and new followers. If you gain followers with your posts, if you get authentic connection requests, if your connection requests, the ones that you send out, if your acceptance rate is really, really high, this is a strong trust signal and a strong signal that you are genuine, authentic, and real, and you do good stuff. It will affect your content. Now, with this one, I took the numbers from Richard. I'm not quite sure about the numbers, but the core is very simple. You have a core group of followers that will engage with your content pretty much every time. These are your super fans. treat them as well as you can, because those are the people that will give you the engagement that you so crucially need in those first 5 minutes, in those first 30 minutes. Train them on your stuff, on your schedule, on your timings. They will help you to gain broader reach. Write for them, get them to engage, and they will make it happen for you. Now, this one is a two-sided sword. White space doesn't matter if you try to trick dwell time, right? We all know dwell time is a very important signal for the LinkedIn algo. And some people try to put like a ton of white space, so you have to scroll a lot to read. Don't do that. But use white space to format and make it easy to absorb your texts. They should be cleanly formatted, easy to read, short sentences, bullet points, all that good stuff. Basically, clean formatting matters. Space theater doesn't. Okay, secret strategic weapons for you. Ready? Let's go. The manipulation formula. If you want one formula that always works but is quite manipulative, use this. Pick a popular opinion that people are talking about already, call it bullshit, drop some vague numbers to support your argument, and then slide in your promo. Easy. Watch your feed for all the people that do that. If you see one post right now that says something along the lines that everybody is complaining about how bad the LinkedIn algo is, my posts have never performed better, you're walking right into the manipulation formula. The golden window of the first 2 hours, the first 1 hour, of the first 30 minutes, the first 5 minutes. The algo gets better with this. Really, it's not as make it or break it as it used to be, but still, if you get a ton of engagement early on, you are good. It's not about exact numbers, and posts, I've seen posts go viral a couple of hours in after they've been picked up for some reason, but get engagement early and you have a good chance of that post to carry, and then it can carry for multiple days. Big creators do that. They post twice a day, but really for pretty much everybody else, just post once per day, quality over quantity, and you'll be good. If you watch guys like Justin Welsh, he basically reposts the second post that he does per day. It's just the repost. But really what actually happens is you cannibalize the first post that you posted. So contrary to Twitter, posting more doesn't really give you any benefits on LinkedIn. More per day, that is. Now this one is why content is so important. LinkedIn is full of stalkers, and people will check your profile and people will check your content. 64% of B2B buyers actively seek user-generated content. They're stalking your profile, they're stalking your posts for proof, for confirmation on why you are the right person, why you are the right expert, why you are the person to buy from. Write content for them to make your life easier in your next sales call. There are always this massive discussions about what's the best format. Obviously, videos are pushed by LinkedIn a lot at the moment. Slideshows work well, but infographics are still like a little bit of a secret hack. They get shared 12 times more than regular posts. Canva makes it fairly easy to create them, so look into that. On the other side, like pure text posts are basically dead, but your best bang for the buck is still a text post with a professional image. It's the LinkedIn 101. It's what works. It's what's easy to create. You can reuse your images. And if you want like the 80-20 approach to LinkedIn content, just do text plus professional image. And yeah, likes don't really matter. Obviously, LinkedIn counts comments, real comments, shares, and dwell time on your posts much, much higher than likes. A long read signals quality to the algorithm. Unfortunately, LinkedIn doesn't give you dwell time. It's most likely their most important internal metric, but they don't give it to us in their analytics. So we need to use other more artificial KPIs to kind of make up for that. All right, guys. Now here is the truth about all these truths. Knowing them doesn't change anything. Executing on them changes everything. So pick one, just one, and implement it next week. Try it, see if it works for you. Which one shocked you the most? Drop the number in the comments and I'll do a deep dive on the top 3 next week. That'll be cool, right? I mean, I've discovered these truths the hard way through trial, error, thousands of hours of testing, analyzing data, reading all these algorithm reports, doing all these copywriting courses. You know, hours and hours and hours of learning. But this is exactly why we build Continent, and this is all the knowledge that went into Continent to help you, get a head start with creating this content and getting it out there. So if you're tired of posting into the void, if you're tired of not knowing what to do, grab the 14-day trial, pick truth number 15 and document your mess. Here's a promise. Just post 3 times a week for 4 weeks straight and see what happens. It will change your trajectory on LinkedIn. And next week, we're going to go deep on whatever you found most interesting from this video. So comment below and I shall elaborate on it. See you then, guys.